Hey, what's up, YouTubers? Thank you for taking the time out to checking out my channel. I truly appreciate it. I'm 5 months overdue for a video. I know it's been a long time coming, but I hope you guys are blessed, everyone in your family and your loved one, and I hope everyone is keeping safe. Now, with that being said, my tank is actually at a good space right now. Everything is going good. I cannot complain. I dose bacteria in the tank as well, and I do not run my UV 24/7, and I do not run my skimmer 24/7 as well. I just will pick a day out the month where it will work out, where I will run my UV that way, because my UV is designed for a 325 gallon tank, and I don't want it to kill every bacteria that's inside of the tank. So by cutting it off on and off and having a schedule, it definitely works out better that way. Now I have the UV light sitting on the floor behind of my tank, that way it's out the way. It's an Aqua ultraviolet 40 watt. It's designed for 325, but I know it can be an overkill for my 90 gallon tank. Being that I dose bacteria, I do not want it to affect where it's just killing things, good things, the good benefits that needs to be inside of the tank. And that's the same reason why I do not run my skimmer all the time, is because I don't want it to take away what I'm putting in. Now I have come to terms with the simple fact that it's very beneficial to have a quarantine tank. I wasn't a firm believer at all. I used to just pop the bag and put the fish in. It's like, nah, I would drip them in. But the simple fact that it's very important to have one is that, with my experience, is that I was putting the fish in, everything was great. Then I noticed that one fish, the yellow wrasse that I had, was getting sick, and I think it's from a new fish that I put inside the tank, and the fish ended up dying out. Everything was well. Then I purchased this guy that you see now that I set up a quarantine tank, and I put him inside the tank, and he started having the same flesh-eating disease that the last one had. I don't know what fish I put inside the tank that brought it in, but the simple fact that it affected and killed one wrasse, now I have this second guy in here. For pretty much, I don't think this guy isn't going to make it, because as I'm doing this voiceover this morning when I left the house, he wasn't looking too good at all. Was not looking too good. He was looking pretty bad. But now, once I set up my 40 Nouveau back, that's going to be my quarantine tank. Once I set up that tank, I have it in the garage right now, but once I set it up, that's going to be the quarantine tank, where every fish that I purchase, I will quarantine them before putting them in the main display. And at first, I was not a firm believer in that, but now I believe it. Here's another part that I messed up on. Making sure that I did not clean the garbage can out completely, and with the pump as well. Filled it up with RO water, mixed the salt, and then I lift up the lid and see this. And I realized that, you know what, I did not clean this out properly. So start the process all over again. Wasn't willing to put that water in the tank. So it's just a little bit of salt and water. Why not start the process over? At this moment, I think I'm good on fish. What I have in here so far is the purple tang, the rabbit, hippo tang, 2 cardinals, 2 clownfishes, 2 blennies, a chromis, and a flame hawk. As of now, I think I'm good. The only fish I'm looking to replace is the yellow chorus wrasse, which I'm pretty sure at this moment is not doing so good, because before it bounced back, the last few days it was bouncing back, it was doing okay, the fish was eating, but at this moment I haven't seen them in a few days. I think it's time for me to move the rocks around a bit to see if it's dead or not, but I think that's the only fish that I want to add. Then the next thing I'm moving on to is getting more corals that I can actually start placing on the rocks, but as of now, most of the corals I got in here now is just on the sand bed. But I'm looking to fill it up, but I'm waiting until I move to start that process. One other thing that I'm definitely looking to do is to get rid of this tank, just the tank itself. With a tank that's drilled underneath with the overflow box inside of the tank, it should take too much space. I'm looking to have something different with it being drilled in the back of the tank. So I've been in contact with Brian from Reef. He's trying to see if he could get me a 90. That way I could get rid of this tank, and you know it's gonna be a rimless tank as well. But I'm not looking to move with this tank because I don't want to set it back and have to break everything back down, you know, just to replace it. So that's one of the things that's at work right before I move that I gotta take care of. But this, it definitely takes too much space inside of the tank. The way that I want the rockscape to be, I can't do it that way because of this. But definitely looking forward to that as well. Now the Space Invader I gotten from a buddy of mine, Larry, which is a very nice piece. Clownfish recently started hosting it. Actually cleared the sand from underneath it and everything. That's where it sleeps. It's a beautiful sight to wake up in the morning to see the clownfish on it. And this toadstool I got from my buddy T, great buddy of mine. We go back and forth, swapping out corals with each other. Yeah, definitely should check his channel out. T40, awesome guy, beautiful tank, beautiful corals. But I just got a few pieces in here. Looking to, I didn't glue anything down to the rock. This candy cane I also got from T as well. It broke his piece. He had a nice piece that broke, and he gave me the other half of it. The frog spawns, I actually have them on the sand bed. Looking to get them on the rock as soon as I move, and I'm looking to really start gluing the corals to the rock. Planning to getting some more stuff as well. But as of now, everything seems to be balancing out, and I cannot complain. But this tank will be gone, like I mentioned before a few minutes ago. But just to give you guys an update, the yellow wrasse is still alive. It was a shocker. Still alive, still hanging in there. Make sure that I feed them every day. It's doing good in the quarantine tank. But I really appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out my video. Until next time, I will make sure that I put more content than waiting 5 months. But I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Through these hard times, I hope everybody taking the time out to appreciate your loved ones. Peace.